We can still get a taste of the old caste system by visiting the bazaars in the old cities. There, everyone has his role, his inherited position, his inherited shop. And everybody sticks to his role as a sort of duty, as his part given to him by destiny. The economic life of the old bazaars reminds me of the life of the plants, each one with its roots, its functions, its life unchanged. Everyone with his own specific art, his own peculiar products. One can get bored with the lazy contentment and constant repetition of the same work, yet at times this seems preferable to the rat race of capitalism, which creates competition but without rest. In these markets, there is space for everyone, for every art, even the most simple, the most odd. It is this tranquil acceptance of one's destiny that deeply impresses the foreigners traveling in India. How is it possible that here, the poor so often portray such contentment in spite of their harsh conditions? How can they accept their social position with such fatalism? Is Hinduism a bad social philosophy that teaches a sort of passive indifference? Or is it a wonderful spiritual philosophy which discloses a way of living one's own life with the serenity seen on their faces?
प्रजालक जो घण चालक नेच जयो चंडी जो घण चालक नेच जयो ब्रज डाक तमाक धमाक बड़ो बड़ हाक चंडी चहु चाक हुए पड़ जाक ये राक गे राक पजावन नाक सुरा असुराक नमे हद चाक ये राक पियाक हमेशा ज लोबक राक चढ़ाक लयो ब्रतपालक बालक.
It's a question that is not new to the internal structure of Hinduism itself. For instance, the religion is divided in its judgment about the ascetics, who, on one hand, are seen as lazy cowards running from human responsibility, and on the other, as great souls who have the courage to renounce social competition. In any case, the ascetics have always represented in India the only way of liberating oneself from the duties of the caste into which one is born.
ये कलात में उनके नाम पर कलात है, तो उस समय में सत्य जो ये ऊंची जगह था या
In India, this caste system was strictly observed as long as the Hindu kings were in power to enforce it. The end of monarchy came when the kings changed their place and their traditional roles. They left the forts, they left their martial virtues, they left the cultivation of bravery, and they left their responsibility towards the divine law. And seduced by the commodities of an industrial life, which was conquering the land with a colonialist flag, they moved into palaces, into a life of luxury. The kingdom became an estate, the bazaar a revenue, and the courts were converted into party rooms, providing permanent enjoyment. The royal spirit of the Rajputs ended, and with the loss of spirit, they lost their kingdoms, which centuries of armed aggressions had not been able to snatch away.
This must have been a feudal house. The monarchic state in India was a hierarchy between smaller and bigger kings. There were local lords, lords of the region, lords of the state, all the way up till the Mughal emperor. Now, the old system is gone. But despite freedom from monarchy, the average Indian still tends to have a feudal perspective. But see how history leaves behind that which no longer serves a purpose. As nature over time reabsorbs into matter the life no longer capable of surviving. The balance of human life with the environment is not always as beautiful, as relaxing, or as mystic as one would like to think. Traditions change. Royalty has ended now, and India has taken new roads, new directions, which will create new cultures. Those who are stuck to norms end up with only dust in their hands. Those who really believe in the spirit should trust the changes of time, because they know that the changes are only new manifestations of the constantly recreating spirit of life.